Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel.
Hi.
Oh.
That was weird. It was a different way round. I forgot to say hi.
I wondered if you were going to say it the same as me.
Hello.
So we decided to do a tag for today's video, and it's a tag that I found online, and it was actually done a different way. So it was done in the way of they played clips from actual movies, and it's all to do with songs. But instead of playing the clips, we thought we would actually just talk you through.
I thought you were going to sing them.
No, no, I'm not doing that. So we've got 15 questions. So this is the Disney song tag. And yeah, if you want to do it, then I'll put all the questions below, and then yeah, upload to YouTube, tag us so that we come over and have a look at it and see what your answers
Definitely let us know if you've done it.
Yeah.
I love watching. Martyn did the Toy Story tag, and so many people did that and like tagged us in it, and it was great to watch. So if you do this tag, we didn't create it, but if you do it, then definitely tag us.
Saying that, I've done the Toy Story tag, but you haven't yet.
I haven't. Maybe I'll try and get that done this week.
Yeah,
if that's something you'd like to see.
I'd like to see your answers for that.
You can't beat a good Disney tag.
But I will put down the channel that I actually got this from, because I haven't noted it down now. But let's get started then, shall we?
Yes.
Sure. Number one, what was the first Disney song you ever heard?
This was really hard because I actually can't remember, if I'm honest. So I've had to go with what I think is my earliest memory, and that is the Lion King songs.
Yeah.
So in general, I just feel like the Lion King is the first Disney film that I kind of remember. But I think specific song. Oh, actually, no. I think the first. I don't know if it was Disney back then, but Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yeah, because you were obsessed.
Yeah, I was obsessed with Winnie the Pooh when I was younger. So that's kind of Lion King for like classic Disney. But if we're going to go with what song I remember, probably the Winnie the Pooh theme tune. But I don't know if it was Disney back then.
Winnie the Pooh.
But it is Disney now, so.
And who is it? Oh, Zooey Deschanel.
Zooey Deschanel did the new one.
She did a version of it, didn't she? That's a good one. Me, this was really tricky. I think like one of the earliest Disney things that I saw that I had on VHS that I used to watch all the time was actually Pinocchio. I watched that a lot, so it would have to be like the first song that was in Pinocchio. So is that When You Wish Upon a Star?
When You Wish Upon a Star.
Yeah.
And actually, quick little extra bit to the tag, we have put all of the 57, 58 I think there are Disney classics. So they're the ones that have the actual numbers on them, if that makes sense, from 1 till however many there are, into a watch list on Disney Plus, because we want to watch all of them in order. So it starts with Snow White, and then I think number 2 is Pinocchio. So we'll be watching that soon.
We will.
Yeah. Right,
number 2. What is the most climactic Disney song you've ever heard? So that really rouses you up.
I've gone for He Lives in You from The Lion King. And this is kind of a cheat because I think it's in the musical, not the film. So it's a little bit of a cheat one, but we used to sing He Lives in You on the cruise ship. And whenever I think of a climactic song, that is the first song I think of, because it's just like, it really gets you here, and it's just, it was incredible to sing it on the cruise ship. So yeah, I think that's probably my choice. I love that song.
One. I would have to go with the Hunchback of Notre Dame song. Is it Out There?
Yeah,
that one.
Number 3 is, what is the saddest Disney song you've ever heard? This was really easy for me. It's always going to be the saddest song ever, and I actually did a cover of it on the channel, and it's When She Loved Me from Toy Story 2. It is so sad. It's a beautiful song, but oh my gosh, it hits you here. Like,
yeah, it does.
I don't know what it is about it. I don't know.
You can just identify with it, even though it's a toy singing about it. But you can still
identify it to different people, can't you? And oh, it's just beautiful. Yeah, stunning.
Mine wasn't so apparent until the launch day of Disney Plus, when I watched The Fox and the Hound, and it's Goodbye May Seem Forever from The Fox and the Hound,
We were sobbing.
Where she doesn't really so much sing it as speaks the words
to music.
But I was a mess sobbing into my chips.
Yeah, we decided to eat dinner whilst watching it, which was a bad idea because at one point we were both just crying into our food.
Yeah, like I was to the point where I was actually starting. You know that bit where you start crying but you start making noise. So like I had
like a proper song.
Yeah, like a proper song.
Yeah. Number 4 is, what is the happiest Disney song you've ever heard? That's a bit more happy.
Yeah, there's lots of those.
There's loads. I think my favourite, and the one which is just, I think it's really happy, is Zero to Hero from Hercules. It's just so fast and like they're amazing, the goddesses, the singers, and yeah, I just love it. Zero to Hero.
I was waiting for you to do a bit of it. Mine would have to be from Moana. You're welcome.
Yeah. That's a very like laid back happy song, isn't it? It's just like, yeah. It's like a summery happy song.
I love that. Number 5 is, which Disney song would you listen to at the gym?
This was quite tough actually.
Which one would
I don't actually tend to listen to Disney songs when I'm working out, but I might now. But I think I went for I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan, because it's really like strong and like all the songs in Mulan are quite like powerful, and yeah, I could imagine working out to that one.
I went with da 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 da. Friend Like Me. The way you're looking at me, like you don't have a clue what that was. I was singing the right tune, wasn't it?
Yeah. You're like some weird instrument.
Because like at the end you'd be running, you were like, you gotta have.
Yeah, that's quite a good one actually. It's got
never had a friend, never had a friend. You really never had a friend.
Number 6 is, which is your guilty pleasure Disney song? Now this was hard because I don't really have a guilty pleasure because I love them all.
I'm quite open about
Yeah, I don't really feel like any of them are a guilty pleasure. I think they're just a pleasure.
but there is one from a film that not a lot of people will have seen. I don't even think this film is on Disney Plus.
No,
I haven't checked actually. I don't know. We'll have to have a look.
But I went with He's Large from Popeye. Now Popeye is the weirdest film ever.
If you've not seen it.
It stars Robin Williams.
It's Robin Williams' first ever film role.
Yeah.
And he plays Popeye, the cartoon character.
And he is like full on Popeye. Like he doesn't hold back. Yeah, he's really good. But the whole film is quite weird.
Yeah.
And anyway, there's a song in it called He's Large, which, what's her name? Like the girl.
Olive Oil.
Popeye, Olive Oil sings. And it's the weirdest song, but it's just so funny. And yeah, I think that's my guilty pleasure because I do always sing it, don't I, around the house.
When we first met as well, I was so shocked to hear of anybody else hearing about the Popeye film.
And that's when you knew.
That's when I knew when we both went, "'Cause he's large." Yeah.
It's her voice as well. Like she does it really well. She does that like Olive Oil voice. Olive Oil, is that right?
Yeah, Olive Oil. Yeah. Why they turned it into a musical, I'm not quite sure.
No, if you haven't seen it, give it a watch, so you know what we're on about. But it is very strange. I warn you now.
Mine is from, again, like I don't think it's a guilty pleasure song, but it's probably a song that like you wouldn't normally think of. But it's from the Muppet movie, the one with Jason Segel, and it's Man or Muppet? Am I a man or am I a Muppet?
It's like really dramatic, but like funny because obviously he's talking about being a Muppet.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I really enjoy that Muppet film.
Yeah,
there is one.
There is a one after that which you haven't seen,
Muppets
Most Wanted, but they really rushed to get that out after the success of the other
first one. Is that must be on Disney Plus?
Mm-hmm. It is. It's got Phil Dunphy in from Modern Family.
Oh right, I'm gonna watch that. Number 8 is Number 7 is, which Disney song do you find the most peaceful? The first one that sprung to my head was the new one from Frozen 2 called All Is Found. It's a gorgeous song and it's like a lullaby because I think she actually initially does sing it in the film
to
send them to sleep. Yeah. It's really peaceful, really beautiful, and there's quite a few different versions. There's a version in the film, and then there's also Casey Musgraves, who's like a country singer. She does a version as well, which is stunning. So yeah, I love that one.
Mine is from Mary Poppins Returns. It was actually a contender for saddest song, but actually I think the first time I heard it, I was really like, because it got me. But then later on, as I've listened to it, it's got a bit more like hope to it, and it's The Place Where the Lost Things Go, which you've covered as well on the channel. We didn't
all the sad songs I've covered.
But yeah, that's a peaceful song.
Yeah.
And again, I think she sings it to them
to get them to sleep.
To get them sleeping. Number 8. Which Disney song do you never get bored of? Mine is You Got a Friend in Me.
Yeah, you do love that song.
I do love it.
Whenever we do our road trips to Paris, which fingers crossed won't be too far away again, we always listen to Disney songs in the car, and that one always plays a couple of times.
Yeah.
Especially if we're going to stay at Disney Hotel Cheyenne.
Oh, yeah.
And then I've gone for Can You Feel the Love Tonight? And it has been a song that has so many different meanings, like throughout my life. It started off as my mum's favourite song ever. She used to love it. She loved The Lion King, and it's her favourite song. And then it was a song that was playing when Martyn proposed.
Yeah.
And so it's just a really, really special song that I'll never tire of hearing, ever, in my whole lifetime, ever.
It's beautiful.
Number 9, which Disney song makes you get up and dance? I don't know why I went American.
Damn.
So mine is, I kind of cheated a little because it's not from a film. It is, but it's the one that first came to my head, and it's the song that plays at Walt Disney World for the Move It, Shake It dance parade. It's like, come on everybody, get your ears up. And like, I just love it. And like, there's so many like videos of me in the vlog, just like, it just, whenever I walk into the park and that's playing and everyone's dancing, I'm just like, yeah. I love it.
It's a good time.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's a good time.
Mine is from Zootopia or Zootropolis, whatever you want to call it. Try everything. Try everything. Number 10. Which Disney song do you think is the most underrated?
Even though it's not completely underrated, because a lot of people love it, I think still as princess songs go, it's still a little underrated. And that is I Won't Say I'm in Love from Hercules, because it's not your typical princess song. It's got a bit of sass to it, and I love it. I just think it's such a good song, and I think it still kind of gets forgotten when it's up against all like the princess ballads.
Yeah.
So I'll go for that one.
Mine's from the Goofy movie. Out on the open road.
Yeah. All the Goofy movie songs, to be fair.
Yeah,
Goofy
you could have
movie
chosen
is
any of them.
underrated, yeah.
Yeah. But Out on the Open Road, I always think about that whenever we do a road trip.
Yeah. Number 11. Which Disney song do you think is the most overrated?
I hate this question because I don't.
I always say the same thing. And it's not that I don't like the film. I think the film is great. But I just think that Frozen is the most overrated film. I think it's a really, really good film, but I think there's equally films that are as good as it that don't get the same recognition.
Yeah, and you actually you like Frozen 2 better.
And I prefer Frozen 2 to Frozen. So I'm gonna have to go with Let It Go, and I think it's because I've heard it so many times that I just think there are as good as songs that I haven't heard as many times as it. Obviously it was a huge hit, and the song is great. It's a really, really well done song. But yeah, I just think there are other songs which are as good that haven't had the same amount of love.
Yeah, yeah.
If that makes sense.
I really don't want to give an answer because I just don't like. I don't like saying that anything is.
You have
like,
to.
Oh.
It's a controversial question.
It is a controversial question. Okay, I'm gonna go for. It's a song that I think, oh yeah, that's good, but I'm not like, wow.
Yeah.
Bippity boppity boo.
Do you think that's overrated though?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people like it.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
I don't want to say anything else. Oh no.
It's alright.
Well, I mean, I actually, I thought in my head a whole new world.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's better romantic songs and that.
Yeah.
Next is, what number are we on?
Number 12.
Number 12. Which Disney song did you once love but now don't? This is another controversial question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Under the Sea. I think as a child, obviously The Little Mermaid I loved, and I still love The Little Mermaid. I feel like I had to sing it a lot. Like, I feel like as a child that was always played. I feel like I did a lot of dances to it, and I don't know, it just seems to be like quite a strong memory from my childhood, and I don't listen to it as much as I remember listening to it as a child.
Mine is, I think again though, just because I've listened to it so much and watched it so much, is I've Got No Strings from Pinocchio.
You're about to watch Pinocchio.
I know. Maybe though, because I've stayed away from it for quite a while, so maybe going back to it, I might enjoy it again. But yeah, I've Got No Strings. That was just something that came to my head. Which Disney score is one of your favourites? So, like, overall film score.
This was actually quite easy because I think the music in this is stunning and just incredible. Oh, I said that weird. I think the music in this is just stunning and incredible, and it's Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I just think the whole score underneath the whole film is just incredible, and if you have a chance, listen to the musical as well. Sadly, it didn't run for that long, I don't think, on Broadway. So I'm not sure if it's coming back or anything. Fingers crossed it does. But yeah, have a listen to the musical because it's beautiful.
Another film that I think has just got a beautiful score, soundtrack, is Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, that's like a classic, isn't it? Number 14, which Disney song is your favourite from your least favourite Disney movie? That's quite complicated.
So, favourite song from your least favourite movie?
Okay, I was trying to think about the classics, and I think my least favourite film, even though I do like it, but I think my least favourite film is Pinocchio.
Oh, come on!
I just love all the classics so much, so I think it's just my least favourite out of them. And then my most favourite song from it, though, because it's a beautiful song, is When You Wish Upon a Star, which was the first song you thought you heard.
Yes.
I think that's a stunning song. And it always reminds me of Jiminy Cricket and the fireworks, Wishes. So I do love that song.
My least favourite Disney movie, I'm going to say it's Popeye again. Popeye's cropped up. And it's it's the song that Popeye does. I am what I am. I'm Popeye, the sailor. I'm Popeye, the sailor. And I am what I am, and I am what I am. I've hurt my voice.
And we're on to our last question that we're going to do. We've just done 15. So number 15 is, which Disney song is your least favourite from your favourite Disney movie? So my favourite Disney movie of all time is Hercules. Absolutely love it. I love all the songs, so I don't really have a least favourite. But if I'm going to be picky, I think my least favourite out of all my favourites will be Gospel Truth. And that's only because I love all the songs so much that that's probably the one I least love.
It's like the one if you saw it on a playlist. That's the one you go with last.
Maybe, yeah, because I just love like Go the Distance, Zero to Hero, I Won't Say I'm in Love, Star is Born. So yeah, it'd probably be the one I played last.
I've gone with my favourite Disney classic movie, so that's Aladdin. And I've just, although it would make sense now for it to be A Whole New World, because I said that I thought it was overrated, but I've actually gone with Arabian Nights. But that's not because I don't like that. Again,
it's just the one you play last or least, yeah. So that's it. That's our Disney song tag. I hope you enjoyed. It's quite interesting, actually. It's quite hard to think about all the films because obviously there's so many.
Yeah.
But it's really nice to reminisce about all the songs. So yeah, if you do manage to do the tag yourself, please tag us because we'd love to see it. And we'll see you in our next video. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Bye. And I am what I am, and I...
Oh yeah, let us know if you've watched Popeye as well.